Hey guys, Happy New Year. Dr. Pete here. I wanted to talk to you about hormone-sensitive lipase. So essentially, this is a hormone that is secreted when you're in a fasted state. And this is really important hormone when it comes to burning fat that you have already in your body, okay? So let's say you're in a fasted state. That means that your sugar is likely low. That means your insulin is low. And your glucagon is high, okay? And glucagon is a hormone that tells us, hey, it's time to start breaking down sugar. When you're in a fasted state and you're burning through all the sugar anyway, glucagon is high, as I mentioned. But what happens when you no longer have access to sugar in sort of a typical sense? And this is where hormone-sensitive lipase becomes really important. It allows you to break down fatty acids that are on a triglyceride. So basically the storage form of fat is in triglycerides. Hormone-sensitive lipase allows you to break down those three fatty acids from a glycerol backbone and utilize them for metabolism. What's really important though, and this is what separates the ketogenic diet, let's say, from intermittent fasting. When you're in a state of ketosis and ketogenesis, and you're just eating fat and meat all the time, you're not signaling your body that you're in a fasted state, okay? And the reason this is important is that when you are truly in a fasted state through intermittent fasting, you get another hormone that gets secreted called epinephrine. And epinephrine is this key signal that really takes that whole natural process of liberating fat to hypergear. So in other words, the pathways that I'm describing are pretty much equivalent from ketogenic diets from an intermittent fasting perspective. But the difference is with intermittent fasting, you get this epinephrine release. Or let's be accurate. Epinephrine gets really upregulated, and this really hyper augments that whole process of liberating fatty acids from triglycerides, and that is all due to hormone-sensitive lipase. So these two hormones, hormone-sensitive lipase and epinephrine, kind of build off of one another, and they really take this fat-liberating process into hypergear. So long story short is the ketogenic diet, which you can eat meat and fat all day, yes, that ultimately leads to low insulin and high glucagon, and that ultimately leads to liberating fat, but it doesn't increase epinephrine as much as just achieving that process through intermittent fasting. And so that is the mechanistic justification for wanting to intermittent fast beyond just doing a ketogenic diet. And of course, we have other updates as to what is a ketogenic diet versus intermittent fasting anyway in other podcasts.